How's it going, guys? Josh here. So as of this lessons are officially live on Modify. So I wanted to take a couple minutes and walk you through what lessons are, for coaches, how you could be using them, and for students, hopefully give you enough context that you'll be excited about how the coaches you're interested in will start rolling out their own lessons. So just to start things off, I have profiles as they are today. So pretty basic, but you'll see that I'm coaching Smash Ultimate, and I've got two settings here. $25 an hour or $12.50 for a 30-minute session. We've talked to a lot of students at this point, and a lot of the feedback that we get from students is that context is a point of anxiety. A lot of them just don't know what they're in for, and how coaching is going to benefit them. On the coach side, feedback that we hear often is, of course, coaches don't know what they're in for either when a student books a session with them. Lessons aims to solve a lot of that initial anxiety that's preventing bookings from happening in the first place. So let's go ahead and dive into what lessons are, and how to start thinking about them, at least from our perspective. So if we go into the settings page here, you'll see we have a new tab for lessons. Let's go ahead and click that. You'll see a new little empty state here with this nice little drawing. We'll click create your first lesson, and the lesson modal pops up. This is where we'll start typing in what it is we're going to be teaching for this lesson. In the case of this example, I'm going to do a lesson for Kirby. Let's say that I'm one of the best Kirby players in the world, which I'm not, but in the event that I was, I might say something like Intro to Kirby. I can upload a cover image. This is totally optional, but it does add a lot of aesthetic, improvement to the lessons themselves. And then I can just say a quick description. And then we get into modules. So modules are the building blocks of lessons. A lesson can have as few as one module, or it can have many modules. And this is how you guide the student along the path to learning this particular topic. So in this case, let's start this lesson with an introductory call with the student. So we'll go ahead and put the title in. We'll add the game. We'll say it's 30 minutes. I just want to get to know the student initially. So we'll say, check your progress. Talk a bit about your goals. And then we have our initial session. And you'll see that we've already calculated the value for you based on your default pricing for that game. So we know a 30-minute session is $12.50. So then I'll add a new module. And for this module, I want to start teaching my student about the neutral game for Kirby. That'll be a live session. And we'll say this is going to be 2 hours long. And we don't need to add a description. It is optional. And we'll continue going along, and we'll say, okay, let's talk about Kirby's Punish game. Same deal, live session. This one will be an hour. And we'll get into some more advanced topics that might be more character specific. And you might be catering these to matchups that your student cares about. Let's say this will be a long 3-hour session, and we'll just say we'll cover edge guarding in general, as well as focus on characters you currently struggle with. And then just to wrap things up for this lesson, I'm going to say bringing it together. Of course, the game will be Smash Ultimate again. And that'll be a 1-hour session. And in this session, I'm just going to work through all the previous sessions and kind of put them all together. So tying all of the previous concepts together and giving you feedback for continued progression on your own. And you can see, okay, this is going to cost $187.50. That's calculated based on my, according to my base rate for all of my sessions. But what if I want to offer a different price? In that case, I can override. So let's say I want to offer it at $150 for that session. That's a 20% discount. That's it. I can save. So I save that lesson, and you can see it's done, and it's there. featured lessons are based on the first lesson ordered on your lesson view. So I only have one lesson, so that lesson is featured. But let's say I want to add another lesson here. In this case, maybe I don't want to do a structured curriculum, but instead I want to change the way I offer my services. So let's say I want to have something like play with me on stream. I don't want to add a cover image for this, but I do know that a lot of my students aren't comfortable playing on stream. So I want to offer an incentive for them to do that in the first place. So I'll just say, play with me on stream. Actually, discounted rate for students that are willing to be coached live on stream. And then we'll add our module. And we'll just call that stream session. And I'll add the game, and then we'll just say 1 hour for that. I don't want to add a second module. It's just that. That would normally be $25, but because I'm offering a discounted rate, because I prefer to play on stream, I'll just say it's $6, and that's a 76% discount. And then you can see it's done. So last step is let's actually go to my profile and see what it looks like. So you can see now we've got this new content. So we see the first module on this is kicking things off. I can click into it. I can see the other modules as a student that I would be learning in this session. This gives me a lot of context into what I'll be learning, and I can book this session and I can redeem these at my own pace as a student. So I might have this kicking things off session tomorrow, and that's 30 minutes, and then maybe later in the day I want to do the 2-hour session, or maybe in a week or 2 weeks I want to redeem that 2-hour session. The student can do this at their own pace, but the beauty of it for you as the coach is that you can really lock in that time with the student and know that they're going to come back and take those sessions with you. And then of course for playing with me on stream, we still show that, but it's just a much more basic look here. And that's it. That's lessons. It's pretty straightforward, but I am very excited about this feature. I think that for students, it gives a really powerful way of understanding how they could be benefiting from coaching. And then of course for coaches, it's a great way for you to increase the money you're making and connect with your students in a way that you're more comfortable with. Because each time you teach one of these lessons, you're going to get a little bit better at teaching that specific curriculum. So hope you're excited. I'm excited. And if you have any questions or feedback, please hop into the Discord. If you're not in the Discord currently, there is, of course, a link in our Twitter bio, as well as in the footer of the site. So I'll talk to you on the next one. If you want to see a next one, these videos are helpful to you or not. But otherwise, take care and have fun.